Students will now go to the next topic, that is movement due to growth. Okay, yesterday we have seen certain movements which are not related to growth. Now today we are going to see the movements where growth is there. Okay, now the first example given in your textbook is about a climber. Now we have a pea plant which is a climber. Now this plant climbs with the help of tendrils. Okay, now these tendrils are sensitive to touch, so anything touches them they respond. Now how do they respond? Okay, now when they come in contact with any support, the part of the tendril which is in the contact, okay, does not grow as rapidly as the other part which is away from the tendril. Okay, so other parts of the plant they grow very rapidly, but this tendril does not grow because it has come in contact with some support. Okay, now this causes the tendril to circle the object. So whatever it has come in contact, it encircles that. Okay, it goes around that object and thus it clings to it. Okay, that is how it gives support to the plant. Okay, now there are other movements also. Just go to the next page. Okay, now you can see there are figures given here. The plant growing towards the sunlight, the roots growing towards the soil. Okay, now how does this happen? These are growth related movements. Okay, now there are certain environmental stimulus like light, gravity. Okay, now this changes the direction that the plant parts will grow. The direction is also known as tropic. So they are known as directional movements or tropic movements. Okay, now these movements are of two types actually. Now the plants can either respond towards the stimulus or they might go away from the stimulus. It's not always that it will respond towards it. Okay, now suppose you have got a phototropic movement, that is the response towards sunlight. Now there are two types of movements here. The shoots, that is the stem, it responds by bending towards the sunlight. Now exactly opposite the roots, they respond by bending away from it. Okay, so the stimulus is same, it's a sun, that is a phototropic movement, but one is towards it and other is away from it. Similarly, you have got another stimulus, that is the gravity. Okay, now that is known as geotropism. Now here also there are two movements, upward and downward, of growth of shoot and root. Here exactly opposite happens, that is the stem or the shoot, it grows away from the gravity, while the roots it grows towards the gravity. Okay, so both phototropic and geotropic movements are involved for the growth of shoot and root. Okay, next we have got hydrotropism, that is moving towards water. Okay, and then you have got chemotropic movements, that is moving towards some chemicals, that is chemotropism. Now there is one very good example of chemotropism, that is the growth of pollen tubes, okay, towards the ovules, which we have already learnt in the lower class. If you remember this diagram, here is the ovary and here you have got ovules. Now this pollen grains, it develops the pollen tubes towards the ovary. Now this is the response towards the chemicals which are released from these ovules and the ovary. The pollen grain responds to this. This is known as chemotropism. Okay. Now there are other movements also, like you have got movement of sunflower in response to day or night. That is the phototropic movements. But some movements are very slow. Okay, and growth related movements are very slow, even slower than this without growth related movements. Thank you.